Next up in my top 25 golfers of all time in South Africa over the last 100 years is quite a sad story, and that is the story of Tim Clark. Tim Clark at one time held the record for having won the most money of any player who never won a tournament on the PGA Tour. He won on the European Tour, he won on the Sunshine Tour, and he won in Australia, but he hadn't won on the PGA Tour, and then he did. And he picked a beauty. He picked the Players' Championship, one of the biggest tournaments on the PGA Tour. Tim is a smallish man, had a little bit of a double jointed arm here, and that made him struggle with his chipping. So he wasn't a very good chipper. He was an okay putter, probably quite a good long putter, but an okay putter. But the secret to Tim Clark was his short irons. And I'm not sure whether this was something that he heard or something that he actually followed, but Harvey Penick said years ago, take dead aim. And I always got the feeling, every time I saw Tim Clark get up and have a 7, 8, 9 iron, maybe even a wedge in his hand, I got the feeling that Tim Clark did that. When you looked at him, he looked like he was aiming straight at the flag, that he wasn't looking at anything else. He wasn't looking to the right, to the left. He was actually taking dead aim to that flag. He got down and his focus was unbelievable. He just looked up and you got the feeling he was aiming at that flag. He was the most wonderful short iron player I have ever seen. I would put him at the top of my list in terms of short irons. Tim Clark, unfortunately, has been plagued with injury. I'm nearly getting that right, with injury. He's been plagued with injury, and unfortunately he's not playing on the PGA Tour anymore. But a terrific player, a lovely man, and Tim's heart, how it fitted into that body, I'll never know. Lovely guy. It's so sad that he's still not out there playing.